Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the Portland, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington area. And let me start with what the Weather Service has issued for tonight into Thursday morning. This is on the left. And this light blue from Eugene through Salem, generally not the Portland metro area or Portland city center, but up into Longview and much of Clark County, a frost advisory. Now, what the Weather Service is saying, and I agree with them, nothing widespread, but if you live in a typical spotty location that's cold, for example, Battleground, McMinnville, Forest Grove, all areas that have been down into the mid 30s a whole fistful of times recently. You folks might just get down to 32 this morning, while most of us stay in the 30s to about 40 degrees. So again, it's that time of the year. If you are hanging on to some flowers that would die if they got frost tonight, you'd want to cover those or bring them in. Uh, Garden hose connections, that type of thing. So FYI on that, certainly nothing unusual about getting down in the 30s this time of the year. And then over on the left, the headline that won't go away. We've had it for a while, and that is the weekend rainstorm coming with developing rain this Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, into Monday showers. I don't have much change here at all. It still looks like we're going to be dry at least through the daytime hours of Friday. And it's still not certain as to whether we have evening showers develop here in the valley. A lot of the models are now saying no rain until midnight or after. So that's still uncertain. But here you see the cold trough from the European model. And this is actually the way it looks on Sunday as we're in the middle of the colder air and the heavier rain rates. So all of that latest update chatter is forthcoming. I do want to touch on this, the Mount Hood snow level. And let me remind you and say I'm very grateful. When you go to my weather site, portlandweather.com, the Mount Hood forecast page continues to be sponsored for another season from Hillcrest Ski and Sports. They're located out in Gresham. It's a long time family business, anything from renting skis and boards to purchasing them to full varieties of coats and gloves and anything you need to be up on the mountain. Basically, they have at Hillcrest. And again, they will rent equipment to you as well there. Friday, when it all starts, 9,000 feet. Friday night down to 8,000 feet during the day. So clearly, Friday night, Saturday, it's just rain at pass level. Sunday morning, snow levels drop to 6,000. So that's getting into some snow at Timberline Lodge, but still rain over the Cascade passes. Different story later in the day on Sunday, snow levels fall to 4,500 feet. This is, if I'm right, this will be wet at Government Camp, but there could start to be some snow down around Santiam and Willamette passes over the Cascades. And then the showery weather on Monday, Sunday overnight into Monday, is all snow down through Government Camp to 3,500 feet. Certainly, it's too early to talk accumulations of what could be falling on the back end of this storm over the Cascades. So right now, the only point of this graphic is if you're traveling Sunday PM, Sunday night, Monday over the high country, just stay tuned to the forecast as we start to get a better idea of what kind of snow could be sticking over those Cascade passes. So all that's coming up. The Momentous Wealth Podcast, a big shout out to them. Again, this is investment topics and education overall by listening on Apple Podcast and on Spotify from the Momentous Wealth Management team, licensed in Oregon and Washington. Check them out. I think you'll like what you hear. Again, I've listened to several of them and they're pretty informative. Okay, let's get out of that and let's jump into the weather. So today, the tale is Portland continues to be kind of on the edge of cloudiness that's dropping to our south and off to our east. So on the left, see the water vapor? There's a great look of a spinning low. See the spot right here where there's no water vapor or low amounts? That's the center of a weaker low, and it's shoving the thicker cloud. This vividly shows you where the thicker moisture is with the water vapor imagery. So right here, we see the white and green. That's thicker moisture now moving up over the Cascades. They've had ongoing hours of light precip in southern and eastern Oregon today, but clearly here on the west side, we're increasingly getting into the dry air. And then if you look at the surface map, this it doesn't really mark it, but right in here where we're fairly dry, there is a weak surface high that's over here. This frontal boundary you see offshore, that's not coming in. So we still look to be overall dry tomorrow, Thursday, and dry during the daytime hours of Friday. And then we'll look for that rain to pick up Friday night. Okay. Back to that frost advisory real quick. This is what the National Blender model is showing for temperatures at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, you would expect the lows to be in the 7 o'clock hour this time of the year. So this shows Portland around 40. That means the low could be 38 if this weather model is exactly correct. 41, 39 up in Kelso Longview. And then here are the mid 30s, Yamhill County. So could there be a spot get down to 32 or 33? Yes. Salem 39, probably mid 30s. And then a better chance 35, 36 down toward Corvallis and Albany of maybe seeing a 32-degree spot. Chilly up in Seattle, but about like Portland, closer to 40. And then here are the freezing temperatures in central and eastern area. Look how widespread the 20s will be, even down to the low 20s in some cases. So that's the cold temperature forecast for overnight tonight into early Thursday morning. This is the latest. This is courtesy of KGW's Futurecast model. This is their latest projections of rain amounts for this Friday night through Monday. Not a lot of change, still showing widespread amounts of pretty much everybody getting an inch for the most part, with some areas in the valley approaching an inch and a half or maybe more. The valley, it's pretty similar. This does show two, and I really think there's a chance of even 3-inch rain amounts up in the Cascades, where it will primarily be rain until those snow levels start to fall Sunday afternoon, and then the precip amounts out east. Again, there's only about 6 fire named wildfire centers still burning in our state, and 2 of them are the Bachelor Complex and the Diamond Complex. These are on the east flank of the Cascades over in Central Oregon and getting down near Crater Lake. So this is good beneficial rain. You see Detroit 2.71 inches. That's great news for those wildfires. When I last checked, the Diamond Complex was 91% contained. So basically, we're waiting for it to just burn itself out. And pretty promising news on the Bachelor Complex as well, outside of Mount Bachelor. So this is all great, great, great news in terms of the rain. Here's what the American GFS upper level model shows you. This is just the 500 millibar, 18,000 feet contours. So this was earlier this morning. Here's that weak low I pointed out on the water vapor imagery that's driving the cloudiness across our state. Notice how at 5 o'clock this afternoon, that's now pushing off to the east. And that's why the cloudiness that we had this morning is pushing off to the east as well. So as the clouds clear, we'll get into some of those chillier temperatures going into tomorrow morning. And that includes even central and eastern Oregon with some clearing through 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, this is Thursday morning. Low number 1 up top, low number 2 down below. Watch these lows combine and become 1. Actually, that's the first time I've looked at this in a few hours. So this no longer is really combining the lows like it was. That one low just kind of weakens. There it is. Then the predominant, what will become the dominant low from the north, is now still deepening or strengthening. This is Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Absolutely evening showers along the coast. Again, still up in the air as to whether we get showers before midnight or not here in the valley. And then we have rain at times Saturday. What I do want you to notice is here's Sunday. This is when the upper level cold trough comes in. That's why snow levels start to go down. That's why rain rates pick up and we get heavier rain amounts on Sunday. And then we're in the middle of the trough on Monday with the surface features through, but the cold air fueling scattered showers, pretty active shower day on Monday. And then right now I have the trough itself clearing us. This is Tuesday morning, and Tuesday goes in to be a dry day. There's another front. This is not going to go that far, I can tell. Right here is another front that comes in Wednesday. Right, if that current timing holds, that will bring some rain Wednesday, and then Halloween on Thursday of next week is kind of in between systems, a day that could be dry, but the smart money probably is on some scattered showers in the forecast for Halloween right now. Okay, so again, the weekend's pretty much a washout. The heavier rain amounts will be on Sunday, but it's occasional rain throughout the day on Saturday as well. Here is that same weather model I just showed you, but this is the moisture belts. The green is the moisture, the deep green, I should say, the moisture saturation up through 10,000 feet. Definitely cloudy and probably a pretty good bit of rain when you get into these green areas. So this is, let me pull out. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Are you ready? I'm just going to toggle this through. Here's Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Here's the deepest moisture right along the coast. So that's the evening rain along the beaches Friday. And then here we're getting into it. This would be mid-evening, like maybe 9 o'clock or so. Friday evening, there's definitely a chance of some rain developing coming in from the west and up from the south. So we'll see. Certainly likely rain no later than midnight and overnight. Here's Saturday morning. We've had this rain. We're getting on the back of it. So if this is correct, you would surmise there could be some breaks in the rain Saturday. And then Sunday, right back in here. This is the main fetch with the main front coming in Sunday morning. So let's go ahead and play this to 5 a.m. Sunday morning. Here we are. Now we're getting into the heavier rain rates. The cold air trough is sinking down. The secondary and the strongest, or the main cold front, is swinging into us. This is the cold front right here through our area. This would be about 10 o'clock Sunday morning. And then behind that, the rain might break up a little bit, but it's pretty numerous showers or rain at times all the way into Monday. And here are the showers still lingering on Monday. Here comes the dry Tuesday. And then I'll stop this Wednesday. Here we are Wednesday about noon. There you see that next front coming in. And again, some showers could feed into there Halloween. This is all pretty much identical to the information I shared with you yesterday. So right now, the models are holding pretty steady. Medford, let's see here, 36 tonight. Excuse me, 44 tonight, warmer. 65 Thursday afternoon. There's that weekend rain even down in Southern Oregon into the first part of the week. And I think Seattle, let's see what Seattle's doing. Yeah, absolutely raining up in Seattle Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's very similar temps in the 50s to Portland. Okay. Central Oregon, same thing. Developing rain during the day Saturday, I would say, is a good bet. And then absolutely rain on Sunday, Monday. So again, this is very, very widespread precipitation coming in. Here's North Bend. Saturday rain, Sunday rain, Monday, Tuesday, a chance of rain showers, but all dry through the day Friday. Again, pretty similar to Portland's forecast. Salem, it's going to be similar to Portland. Saturday rain, Sunday rain, actually rain Friday overnight, Monday, Tuesday rain. Okay. So with that said, here's my Portland 7-day forecast, courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros. I think we're staying in the 50s this afternoon, kind of partly cloudy. More of a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Again, the frost advisory, some of you could be near freezing in the morning. I've Portland at 40, maybe 38 out at PDX. Friday, partly cloudy, all dry. That evening rain timetable, unsure when it comes in or how long it holds off. We talked about the rainy weekend, absolutely. Showers on Monday, a dry Tuesday. And by the way, I have released, I did it on KGW TV this morning, my winter outlook, something I hope you'll all take the time to look at. I'm going to be posting it on this YouTube channel either later today or probably during the day tomorrow. I've had a lot going on. But once I post it, I highly encourage you to look at it. If you've never seen my winter outlook, I really break down a number of parameters in terms of snow up on Mount Hood, what the basis could be at the ski resorts. Our total rainfall for the months of November through March here in Portland, our odds of what a winter storm would look like, snow or ice. Last year it was ice, which we correctly called. So look for that no later than at some point tomorrow here on this YouTube channel, my winter outlook. I will talk to you soon.